A couple of days ago, the PS5 was showcased at the online event, and I'm not really thrilled with the overall physical design of that system. Some people are saying it looks like a router, and that's true, but that's mostly true, I think, of the digital only version. And that's kind of the problem. Like, it seems like they designed the console for the digital only version. And the version that has an optical drive on it, which luckily it's a UHD Blu-ray drive, which is great, but it looks like it was just kind of like added on. Like they designed the console to be this nice, sleek, symmetrical digital only version, and then kind of just sort of like globbed on the optical drive into the optical drive version. And I kind of hate that. I'm not a big fan of these digital only consoles, and I know some people love them and they don't care, and they don't like physical media and they don't want to deal with it and they don't want to store it and they don't want to physically buy it and they just want to buy everything online and they just want everything to be digital. Fine, I get it. Like, there are people who like physical media like myself, and there are people who don't want to deal with it. But I do like physical media. And to me, maybe it's just because I'm old school, but like, I know I own the game when I own the physical media. And I know that 10 years from now, 20 years from now, if I still have that console, which I probably will, because I still have my Super Nintendo, that, I'm going to want to play those games every once in a while. Will I be able to download those games if they're not on my system? Now, I know that with a disc, I can load that disc into the system and I can play it at any time. I own it. But I'm not 100% confident enough yet with the digital only versions. And I'm not 100% confident that these companies are going to keep offering downloads of older games a decade or 2 or 3 from now. But I also like the discs. I like owning the physical disc. I like the packaging. I like the artwork. I like all of that. So to me, like, the fact that the design of the exterior of the console feels like it was designed first and foremost for the digital only version, and then kind of secondly for the optical version, really doesn't sit well with me. I would have preferred it the other way around, where I would prefer them to find a way to put the optical drive like in the middle, directly in the middle of the system or something, so that both the digital only and the optical version both looked the same. So I generally prefer, a horizontal system, and I prefer something with an optical drive built in that looks like it was designed to have the optical drive built in and not just kind of slapped on or warped into it after the fact. So I'm not digging the exterior design of the machine. I do like the controller. I think the controller is cool. And I think that when we start seeing some different color variations of it as well, I think it's going to be a really cool controller. So I am kind of geeked about that. And the games, of course. The games look excellent. I'm sure there's even, or at least some of the games look excellent. And I'm sure there's even more excellent games coming, because this is a PlayStation, and PlayStation has had some excellent games. I really like the PS4 Slim. I think it's been a great system. I didn't care as much for the design versus the 1S, but it's grown on me a lot. Maybe the same thing will happen with the PS5, but right now I'm just like, ugh. I have a 2010 Honda Civic, and I think the design is nice. It's sleek, it's kind of futuristic looking, it's simple, it's nice. And then when they brought out the newer Civics that are all kind of like trying to look all like aggressive looking and stuff, and they got all these crazy lines and stuff, like, some people love them. I think they look gaudy as hell. And that's how I feel about the PS5 versus the PS4. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm getting older and my sensibilities are changing and stuff, and I'm not like a young teenager. And I'm one of these kind of guys that hates all this like gamerific kind of like PC design crap that's going on where everything's red and black and aggressive looking. I just want to buy a laptop that has like a good GPU unit that doesn't look like it was designed by a 13-year-old boy. I'm hoping maybe it grows on me, or I'm hoping, I don't know, I'm hoping maybe there's a revision, like a mid-generation revision that's like simpler looking and not as like, but I also worry that like a mid-generation revision is going to be digital only. Like I'm afraid like that there's just going to be like, oh, screw the optical drive. Like when it comes to like the cheaper mid-generation revision of the console, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But if there is a revision and it does support this, maybe hopefully it's not as aggressive and crazy looking. Yeah, anyway, that's pretty much my initial thoughts. Like I said, my thoughts may change on this. Who knows?